I'm a widower and want to go out with my wife's female friend. How to approach this?
Hey, we should get together and grab a drink sometime. Simple as that. Ask her out on a date. And then when you're out on a date, is she playing with her hair? Is she bumping into you? Is she touching your arm? Does she seem excited to be there? Is her body language leaning towards you or away from you? All the stuff I talk about in the book. And if you're worried about, hey, does this girl like me? Does she want to kiss me or not? You do the kiss test. And if she looks at your lips wide, anytime you're doing the kiss test, then that means she wants to kiss you. And so you literally could take her out for drinks and look for the signs in her body language that she's attracted to you. And then when the signs are there, make your move. You don't have to worry about rejection. She'll kiss you back. Hang out, have fun, hook up. Simple as that. You can help each other with your grief therapy.
It's just weird. I've never heard of that before. Where it's like he's a widower and he's going out with his late wife's friends.
It happens in movies a lot. Or vice versa.
I've never heard of that happening.
Well, look at Shania Twain, the famous country singer. She was married to Mutt Lange, who was the producer for like AC/DC, Def Leppard, these huge big bands from the 80s that were just, the biggest in the world. And he started working with her to help her produce music. They fell in love. And I think they had a family together. And then her husband, Mutt Lange, started sleeping with her female best friend and had an affair. And then her best friend leaves her husband. And then Mutt Lange and her former female best friend got together. So obviously Shania Twain got divorced.
Who died?
And then at some point, Shania Twain starts dating her former female best friend's now ex-husband.
Where's the widow?
And there was no widow in this story. And then they're married. They're married today. So
yeah, but this is about
a widow.
He's a widower and he wants to go out with his wife's
I answered the question in the beginning. Were you guys not paying attention?
Yeah,
no,
but
I don't think you're paying.
We should get together for a drink sometime. That's all you gotta suggest.
It's just the concept of like having a friend appear.
That was a web of lies.
That's really random. Yeah.
Well, with the Shania Twain thing, that really,
that
really
was. That's like, ooh.
But it's funny, like they just basically swapped partners.
Yeah.
A swap back.
It's like, if my friend did it, why can't I?
Yeah, I'm not really.
Or ex-friend.
I don't know. I feel like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Sometimes you develop different feelings, and after a long period of time,
at the end of the day, his wife is gone, and if she loved him, I would think she would I want you to be happy.
She's gonna get angry.
She's gonna come back and haunt
She's gonna
you
get
guys.
angry. Yeah, haunt his house.
She's gonna open the door and let the dog in while y'all are
when the shower's fogging up the mirror in the bathroom, she starts writing nasty messages.
Ghostwriting.
That'd be pretty freaky.
I'm not liking this where it's going for me. No, I do know a widow that ended up getting remarried. Who she got remarried to, I don't think it was a friend, but I think it was a friend of a friend, and they're still married today. So I think it can work. I just don't know.
Attraction's not a choice. If there's already an attraction there, and the reality is, I'd say most women have female friends that would totally sleep with their boyfriend or their husband if they weren't in the picture anymore. It's just...
That's why I'm very specific on who I hang out with.
Attracts like. People that like the same things tend to like each other.
Like, I keep my circle really small, so there's never, like, that opportunity of, like, I have a boyfriend and he low-key thinks my friend is cute or something like that. Like,
he won't tell you.
I would never, like, imagine in the future you'll find out, like, oh, hey, like, remember that guy I used to date? We're together now. I'd be like, okay, we're not friends anymore. Like, girl code to the max.
It has to be girl code.
But what if she comes to you and says, hey, your ex-boyfriend asked me out, and I'd like to go out with him, but only with your blessing?
Yeah, but if y'all are really good friends, then...
No. She would see him, like personally me, whoever my friends date, they're automatically, like, ill. Like,
it's off limits.
This is, like, you're, like,
they're
ill.
definitely ill, yeah. I agree.
Yeah. And I would never even remotely think, like, hey, can I talk to your... No.
It's just off limits.
There's so many people in this world that, like, why do you have to go for the person I used to date? or have a
Like
relationship.
attracts like.
You have to be boyfriend and girlfriend though. If you were just
maybe
hooking
they were,
up friends,
maybe they were out having drinks
Yeah.
or at a party and they just started talking and the chemistry was there and
It's girl
a couple
code.
drinks.
If you let
maybe
that
it'd been 2 or 3
fine.
years and you had no idea what the ex was up to.
Mm-mm.
Maybe you hadn't been in contact with that friend maybe you used to work with her. Or maybe she was a next door neighbor and moved away or something and ran into your ex-boyfriend at a bar someplace and they ended up hooking up.
No.
It happens.
If we're really close,
Life is messy.
If we're really close and my name doesn't pop up in your head when you're developing a connection, then we're not really friends. Because you would take my feelings into consideration first. Like, ooh, no. Like.
And what if she came to you and asked for your blessing?
Then you're not my friend.
Would you say...
My friend would know not to ask me such stupid questions like that.
You would just say, I'm ending the friendship. I'm never speaking to you
honestly,
again.
like, if that's how you feel, if you're attracted to him, I mean, I have no business being with you because that was my past and...
Savage.
No, thank you.
But what if you were on good terms with your ex? What if you were, like, just grew apart? You're like, What if you dumped him?
I've dumped all of them. I've dumped all of them, so it's just like... there's too many people in this world. But wouldn't that be a
different case, though?
No.
A different case.
So if you dumped him, what would you care? I mean, I had my ex-wife dated several of my friends, one of them for a couple of years, and I was happy about it. I was happy for her. I was the one that left her. I wanted her to be happy.
Like, I removed him out of my life for a reason, and if my friend is going to bring him back into my life, because we're friends, we're bound to all hang out again.
So he was a bad boyfriend.
He was a bad boyfriend.
So in other words, he's not somebody that you respect and admired, but you're like, we just don't click.
It's still the same concept. Like,
We're
if me and my friend are close and she starts talking to an ex that even if we were on bad terms, he's going to be brought back into my life because they're dating. Because we're going to have, Christmas event. She's going to be like, can I bring my boyfriend? I'm like...
What if you were on good terms with him? What if you liked him and thought he was a good dude? Maybe you friend zoned him because you just weren't feeling a spark.
Yet again, even if we're on good terms, bad terms, I don't want him... She doesn't want
her past to...
Like, I moved on, so I don't want his image, his presence in my life anymore. So
that implies that you don't like him.
As my friends, no, because let's say I'm in a new relationship. Like, my relationship doesn't want to hear anything of him. So why would my friend bring that history back into my life? So that's why
in a good, healthy, like, new relationship, I don't think anything from your past should affect it too. You know what I mean?
It's just a mindset. It's just like, let's say we're not friends anymore, like, and I don't want anything to do with you, but yet my guy best friend starts dating you. I'm just like, okay, well, I don't want her to be in my life anymore. Like, it's just like, I don't, like, my relationship with him would just end because I don't want that.
Basically, for her, the past is in the past, and it's basically like it never happened.
Like, it happened, but it was a good time, short time, but that's...
What if it was a guy you just hooked up with, a dude was like a former friends with benefits?
We weren't dating. If it was just like a little fling, then whatever. Like, I don't care.
Then you wouldn't care.
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
But if he had the official title as Caroline's boyfriend at one point...
Yeah, because I don't just date to date. Like, if I'm dating someone, it's real. So that's different than just a little... We used to go out here and there.
Also, you'd be surprised there's guys that you can currently... For example, my current boyfriend does not like my ex. He's met him before and stuff. So there's guys out there that even current boyfriends, maybe they can't stand the ex and they just don't want to look at their faces, too.
Was that because that they know, like, what your previous ex has done to hurt you in the past?
Yeah, it could depend on that. So
that's like a respect thing, and I actually can respect that.
Yeah.
Y'all are some catty ass people. Well, I know I'm different. I have a more completely open type of idea towards that. I have had girlfriends that after we split up, I've set them up with friends on dates.
I don't think I've done that, but most of my exes and I are on pretty good terms. So, I mean, if they want to go bang my friends, I salute you. Go do it. But don't think that we're going to all sit around a table and sing Kumbaya.
Oh, so that...
No, I mean, like, I just...
blow the friendship up if it happened, huh?
No, I think that's kind of disrespectful, like what Caroline's saying. Like, I don't want to do that, but go fuck my friend. Like, by all means, I think you deserve to be happy. Just don't think that you're bringing that into, like...
At a distance. Like, you guys go do your thing.
Yeah, go do your thing, but, like, don't bring that to, like, near my zone. Yeah. Like, don't bring that into my zen. Like, I'm cool with it. I'm truly cool with it. we can hang out at a party, but like at a small table, I don't know about that. My table's pretty small.
Yeah, well, have you met Mike's brother Sean? Have you met him before? Dr. Mike, we're talking about here. So I remember I was living in Orlando and I came down to stay with Sean. It was like during the holidays, and this is over 20 years ago. So we came down, we're hanging out, and I was like, "Hey, what's Alex up to?" Alex was another friend of ours from high school, and I was like, "Well, we should all get together." And he's like, "I got something to tell you." And so he tells me that Alex is dating my ex-wife and had been for like a year. I was like, well, why didn't he tell me? He says he thought you'd be pissed. I was like, pissed? It's like, I left her. I want her to be happy. It's like I love both of them. I was like, let's all get together. And so we ended up going to Solid Gold, myself, Sean, Alex, and my ex-wife.
Strip clubs are like a neutral ground.
And then we went to Denny's afterwards at like 3 a.m.
Well, that's kind of like
and they dated, I don't know, a year or two after that. But I just thought, I thought it was ridiculous that he kept that from me. But he was afraid I'd be mad and want to beat his ass.
No, strip clubs are totally like neutral because like there's all kinds of stuff happening in there, and then like Denny's afterwards, it's still kind of like a neutral ground.
Something gonna be happening to your belly.
It was fun. It was a fun night.
Exactly.
Y'all are so catty.
No, I mean like that's neutral, like that, and like
catty
11,
and
like
close-minded.
that's all cool.
Possessive.
But anything past that,
it's just awkward. Like I literally just thought about a situation where like I was not even talking to this guy. We just found each other attractive, and all we ever did was like kiss and stuff, nothing more. And my my girlfriend, who's I'm really close with, she found him cute, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like we never date or anything. Whatever. Like he is cute. I try to hook them up, and then we go out on like a double date with Joshua, and he's like, Joshua had no idea that me and this guy like used to like make out and stuff like that. And we're all at the
Was he not happy when he found out?
He tells me this later on after like having a double date with the girl and him and like at the pool and stuff. He's like, were you guys a thing or something? Like I just see the way you guys look at each other, like there's a weird vibe going on. I was like, I forgot to tell you, but yeah, we did. And then he said that the girl, my friend, had mentioned something too, like were they a thing? Because there's like a weird, like, I'm just like, yeah, we were, but I don't care. And like we never hooked up like that. And then after that, it's just like the vibe is weird. Like we just look at each other and we know there was a history, even though we're not attracted anymore. There's just like something
There's a turd in
there.
a punch bowl now.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't think he's cute anymore. Like I would rather have someone you've never even touched. You know?
Yeah,
it's just a weird vibe.
Why didn't you tell them in the first place though?
Because I didn't want to be awkward.
Caroline has
I just know that would have been a turn off for them automatically.
She has a lot of dark secrets.
The girl would have been like, but I'm like, if they like each other, I'm not gonna ruin it, you know. But then I didn't have to say a beep.
Did they talk after that?
So you guys don't double date anymore, apparently.
We tried, but it was just like weird.
Well, now Josh was thinking, that guy's kissed my girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, every time I look at
like, I'm wondering where it was happening. Was it at the park? Was it here? Was it in the car?
Where did it go down? It was in a car.
Was it in the
Was it in the backseat of the car? Was it in the movies? Was it on the couch?
Was it on the same couch I'm sitting on right now?
Sir, would you like to order? Sir, would you like to order?
Huh?
Did they do it while they were at dinner?
Was it at this restaurant?
In the same seat I'm sitting at?
Were we at the same table?
They ate here before.
They ate here before. This same table.
We can never eat anywhere here ever again. We're moving cities.
Next, he's like running down the block.
Lysoling the whole city.
Oh, God.
Getting rid of Rona Randy.
Oh, my God. That was funny.